So the other day, I had this new epiphany where I said, I found hell, and the definition of hell is being human without knowing of one's own divinity, aka knowing God. In the Christian world, we have always associated knowing God with knowing the Father up in heaven, a an entity apart from us, separate from us. We've spent all our life here on earth, our human life, trying to reconnect with God and to know God. But because we have externalized it, even our Christian life often remains a hellish experience. Mine certainly was a hellish experience. It was a very depressing experience. A lot of struggle every day. The occasional victory that did not last very long because my mindset was in victim mentality, in helplessness. My reliance was on God out there in the ether in heaven somewhere. And there was just always distance. There was always the temptation of the distance that my mind would place between myself and the God in heaven or Jesus. He was never close enough. I tried to get him closer. So I spent a lot of time trying to reduce the distance. There was always a distance. And so it dawned on me yesterday. I got impressed with this thought again. Being in hell is being a human being and not having the recognition and realization that I am divine. A person has to get this, not up here, but get it in their soul that you are God. You are one with God. And I'm not sure how I'm going to say this. It is essential that you get over the obstacle in your mind that prevents you from saying, I am God. I am that I am. It's our mind that is resisting that because we've been taught that to proclaim yourself God is the height in arrogance and it's blasphemy. So a person has to get over that programming. But the reason why I say it is essential that one embraces this truth that I am divine, I am God, I am source. I am that I am. I'm a fractal of source God. And that makes me, um, divine. It makes me the same as source God. Why is that essential? Pardon me that I keep going around in circles. I'm still trying to get the right wording for this. Why is it essential that we own this knowing? When we experience the human life in codependence on God as a separate being, yes, we have support. Yes, it helps than to be completely without any awareness of God. But in the codependence on an external God source, and in not owning that essence and that identity for yourself, a person always runs only on, you don't run on all cylinders in your engine. You're always running your life throttled, um, because there's always um, God as the authority is always hovering above you and checking you for your pride, for your arrogance, for all the things that you could do wrong. And these things only exist because we are separated in mind. Our mind cannot embrace divinity. And so you're never that. You're always the things that God is not. You're always in the temptation of manifesting in a way that God is not. Your mind is separating you from God. And so you can never come into the full power of your human experience because you're dampened by a higher standard that this thing here tells you you can't ever attain to. I don't know if this is making sense, but you can only ever live in your full strength and full capacity as a human being in the overcoming energy when you own divinity, when you know you are that. There is nothing then that can separate you from God, even difficulties in life, because you are the source. And at best you become an observer of what is happening in life. Life is no longer happening to you, it's happening for you. You are on an adventure and you can take life by the horns, as they say, and take full advantage of it. Make the best of it. Enjoy every aspect of the human life. But this is not going to be a very good video. It's so convoluted. I just can't put the right thoughts to words. But even as a Christian, you're still living a half-ass hell. It's hard being a Christian. Tell me, has it been hard being a Christian? Has your life been difficult? Yes. You don't have to pretend like it's all great. It's not great. I can tell from my own experience. I can tell from my friends' experience. I can tell from a lot of you out in Facebook land that your life as a Christian has been shitty. It's time to admit it. Why? Because of the separation. Our mind keeps us separated from our divine identity. You have to dare say, I am God. Get over this. Get over this trap here. It's keeping you in bondage. It's keeping the power from you. It keeps you disempowered. So you throttle along through life, getting a few breadcrumbs here and a few blessings here. But the mentality can never obtain a victorious, empowered mental state. You're always having to share. You're always having to share and divide with this God, this other being that you're giving your devotion to, your love to, your energy to. You retain nothing for yourself. You don't dare to retain anything for yourself. But you have to give yourself 100% to be 100% in this life. And you are 100% God, divine identity, having a human experience. You have to own this realization. It'll revolutionize your life, guys. You'll live from a V12 engine instead of a four-cylinder, two-cycle, put engine. I don't know if I'll upload this. What do you think? Is there anything valuable in this video? I'll leave that up to you to decide. Anyways, yeah, if you're tired of living hell or living a hard Christian life, the Christian life doesn't have to be hard. This here is making everything hard. Even Jesus says, I've come to show you the way to abundant life. You have to overcome this obstacle and realize what a wonderful, magnificent, divine being you are, and you can infuse that into your human experience, and you're going to be a magnificent human being. 100% you. You're not borrowing anything from God anymore. You are 100%. You have it. Everything. Everything that is source is everything that you are. Take it. Be empowered. Live empowered. All right. Sorry for the ramble.